Evening, guys, and welcome. Welcome to another session on Wokkah Learn. So we will take a little bit of time just to wait for others to join in. While we wait, enjoy the music from DJ Elijah. All right, we'll see you in a couple of minutes. Thank you. Now, in a minute, our facilitator is already on ground. So once it is 10 minutes after 8, we're going to be kicking off with the topic that is of utmost interest to a lot of business owners. So we have Olamide with us this evening. Is going to be taking this session. DJ Elijah, thank you. Thank you so much. So we have our facilitator on ground already, Olamide Salako, and he is an AI engineer with Wokkah. And this evening is going to be talking to us and enlightening us on the topic that says that what if your business had an hidden AI that knew your business? Like, how can we use RAG to connect AI to our business data and turn it into value? And I'm sure that a lot of us who really would want to know how we can leverage on the power of AI. So without taking much of our time, let's welcome Olamide. Olamide, you have the floor. Thank you.
All right. Hello everyone, and you're welcome to today's session where we'll be learning about how we can use AI to make business better. Yeah. First, I would like to appreciate the host of this meeting, the person of Ade and the DJ, the DJ Elijah. That was actually interesting. Yeah, thank you very much for this opportunity. Yeah, and we will just go straight to the point this evening. Yeah, let me just share my screen and make this quite brief and impactful. That at the end of this session, you should be able to have a very thorough understanding of how you can use AI to improve um, customer engagement with your business. So I'm just going to share my screen now. Hold on. It's coming up. So, yeah, please, can we confirm if you can see my screen now?
It's still loading, not yet.
Still loading yet?
Nothing right now. It has gone off, so maybe you try again.
All right. I'm just going to try. Yeah, okay, I found it now.
Fantastic. I can see your
Okay.
screen.
All right, all right, all right, all right. Okay, once again, you are welcome to today's training session. And the point of this training session is just for us to gain more knowledge of AI. AI is now a buzzword now. Everybody is familiar with the term AI. Even children find it like a normal thing to talk about AI. But today, what we'll be looking at is how we can actually integrate it with our existing business, how we could, because how we could actually improve our customers interaction with our business. Because what is a business if there is no customer? And a happy business or a healthy business is only possible when we have happy customers. Yeah. So we'll be using the power, we'll be seeing how we can use AI to actually improve our customer service using what I call RAG, which is Retrieval-Augmented Generation. Yeah. Okay, where's the second slide? Okay, so let me start with this story. There was a time um I purchased I purchased an item on a platform then. That was around last year, and I was trying to like I had a complaint. I needed to lodge a complaint of something, and I needed to just talk to a representative of the company. Yeah. So I reached out to the customer service. I went to the customer service section of the platform. Yeah. But on getting there, noticed that I saw that I had to join a queue. I had to join a queue, which took me like 20 minutes before I could even have a human interaction. I had to like wait 20 minutes. Normally, if I had an option, I would immediately just cancel that stuff and move to another platform to use. So I just had to wait for the entire 20 minutes. Even when I even had the chance to interact with the customer service agents, I had to like rush all I had to say in few minutes because there was tension. The person was trying to answer the question as fast as possible to move on to the next person. So I had to just rush what I had to say in just few minutes, in just few seconds actually, and the person answered me, even though it was not so satisfactory as I expected because I could not express myself that much. And I'm sure many of us um, have that kind of experience. We've experienced such before, probably in the bank, where you have to see the customer service, you have to wait in line, you have to sit for hours before they could answer you. But AI has come to solve that. AI has come to solve that. And it is not just in the traditional way of just using ChatGPT, because ChatGPT is now like everyone uses it, but you cannot actually use ChatGPT for your business, like literally for your business. You cannot have your business ChatGPT. So a normal business has different documents that they use for handling their customer service, if not even their customer service. An HR, for an example, if you're an HR and it is your duty to always answer the questions or doubt or clear the doubt of employees in that company. So they come to meet you all the time. You can have, depending on the size of your company, of your business, of your enterprise, you could have like two, three people asking the same question in a day, coming to you to ask the same question. And your answer must be relevant to that company. Your answer should be relevant to that company. Do you understand me now? So they cannot just ask ChatGPT as their fastest response route. No, they have to come and meet you. And you as the HR you have to answer them. You have to say the same thing. Imagine if you are working with a company like Meta now, and like 100 people, you have to answer 100 people at the same time, coming to ask you the same question. And you just have to keep repeating that same thing, or somebody is asking you for your refund policy, all of that, and you have to just keep repeating it, repeating it, repeating it, repeating it. And the beautiful thing is that they don't even ask it in a direct way. they come asking in different ways but have the same answer. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So you have documents scattered all around the place that you have to like go through. The policy documents, the frequently asked questions, the PDFs, the manuals, the emails, the support document, the knowledge bases that contains everything about your business. So the customer service agent have to like look into all those things before answering them, right? But that is the problem. You have to like manually go through all of those documents. You have to answer them yourself. You have to spread yourself across 10 people at the same time just to speed up time. And at the end of it all, the customers become dissatisfied. Yes, they become dissatisfied because humans, our emotions begin to fly all around that oh, I'm actually tired, I'm this, I'm that, I'm that. Your emotions begin to fly up here and there, you get. So just you just have to find a solution around that. That's where the retrieval augmented generation actually comes in, the AI agent. So imagine the customer comes with the question, just like Amazon now, and the customer comes with the question, my headphone stopped working after 20 days. Can I get a replacement? Can I get a replacement? And now the normal procedure of a new, like a new employee now, a new customer service employee now, he or she has to go through the warranty policy. He or she has to read it, and you have to have retentive memory to actually even remember all that you've read. Do you understand? You have to manually go through all these documents, the product documentation, each of those product documentation, the frequently asked questions, the return policies, and all of that. So what if AI actually knew all of this at once? Yeah, it's actually possible that the AI actually knows everything about your company. So the AI is not actually just trying to like read through everything and okay, I have to read this, read that, and all of that stuff. No, the AI understands all of that. So you don't have to like sit behind the computer and having to manually respond to customers. So when the customer question comes, the company knowledge, like the AI retrieve relevant information immediately from the company knowledge base, like the company knowledge base. When I mean knowledge base here, what I'm talking about is like a vault where each of your company's policy is being saved. Each of your company's data is being saved. It could be your policy, your policies, your frequently asked questions, your manual, your modus operandi. Because every sane company now, like every normal company, every actual enterprise have their brand document, their modus operandi. Every company actually has it now. So the AI immediately retrieves the relevant information in split seconds and generates the response for you. So you don't have to be there. So instead of asking AI to know, instead of asking AI to know everything, all you just have to do is to give it access to where the business information is. Do you get, are we understanding all this that I'm talking about now? So you don't have to make sure the AI knows everything. Just give it access. Okay, I'm giving the AI agent access. I'm sure many of us are familiar with the term AI agents now. AI agent is AI that has brain, that has the capability to do things, the AI that has capability to actually do things. You get so the AI agent just have just like a room full of directories. You just give the agent access. So in the same way you give the customer service agent, like the customer service employee, a database, like a room. Take for instance, if you're even they are using this paper, like if you are still using this paper, pen on paper stuff, like the traditional most of the companies here in Nigeria or some other African countries, most of them are still dealing with paper and all of that stuff. Yeah. So the same way you give the agents, like this is the key to this data, this is the key to the room containing all the past data and everything. So that is the same way you just give the, all you have to do is to give the agent access to the information your business already owns. So this is why I introduced the retrieval augmented generation. Retrieval augmented generation, as it actually says, retrieval augmented and generation. So what it typically means is giving your agents giving your AI agents your knowledge base. So RAG, like Retrieval-Augmented Generation, actually is AI plus your business knowledge. You get to understand it as we continue. As we continue. You get to understand it as we listen. Let's proceed. So how does it actually work? What you just need to do is to provide the company's documents. Provide the company's documents, put it in a knowledge base, build an AI agent that finds relevant information, then you give that relevant information to your AI, then you get your answer. So the AI doesn't actually need to memorize, just like human, that you have to memorize every document. No, you don't actually need to memorize all the documents. When the question comes in, the system finds the information that matters and gives the AI and gives it to the AI agent before it even answers. So this is how it works now. You come to the agent now, and you ask your question. You come to the customer service platform, you ask your question, immediately relevant information are fetched from the knowledge base. Like I said earlier, the knowledge base in traditional sense is a vault containing all your company's email, all your company's data, all your company's data. That is what the knowledge base is. You understand what I'm trying to say now? So knowledge base is typically a vault containing all your company's data. You understand? So when you come to ask your question, immediately relevant information are fetched automatically. You don't have to do all of this automatically from the knowledge base. Then it is brought to the AI agent. Then it uses this to answer your question. So let's proceed. So this is just the technical breakdown of it all. You don't necessarily need to know the technical breakdown. So there's something they call embeddings now, chunking, embedding, vector database retrieval, and LLM. I'm sure some of us here are actually interested in understanding what happens under the hood. I'm not going to spend much time here because I still have to show you a practical use case, here. So chunking basically means you bring probably your PDF, your PDF. Let's use a PDF for an example now. You break it down into small bits. You embed it. Embedding actually means converting those text, those words into numerical representation, which is then saved in the vector database. So the vault that was used, the vault or the room that I was talking about, for the AI agent now, what it makes use of is a vector database. Then the retrieval, that's the process of you finding relevant information. Then the LLM, which is the brain, the AI agent's brain. Yeah, so let's continue. Let's not spend much time here. So AI agent, like the RAG, Retrieval-Augmented Generation, is not just for AI agents. Your customer service, your customer support now, when they're trying to like answer a particular question now, so they don't have to start manually opening books. No, they can just type and ask the question, ask from your company's database, and immediately they get relevant information they need, internal knowledge, e-commerce, yeah, answering product question and the likes. So you can use it in banking, fintech. Imagine you need to or imagine where you had a failure or a failed transaction in your banking. You had a failed transaction that they imagine the scenario where you don't have to like go to the bank, but then all you just have to do is to go to the banking app, then ask your question, lodge your complaint with relevant evidence, and immediately the AI agent just goes to the knowledge base, find out the procedures it needs to follow, and when it needs, this is actually a step further. When it needs, it can actually ask for approval before it can actually do certain things. The AI agent can actually ask for approval in this case now, because it is kind of sensitive. So what it's in the banking of in the fintech industry now, it doesn't just need knowledge, it needs to perform certain action like refunding your money now. So the AI agent can literally just go to your to a particular person and ask for approval. Okay, this person has asked this, I have sorted this, I've sorted that, but I need your approval before I can refund their money. You understand me like that? So it is not just for chatbot and all of that. So you can use it to help students navigate academic materials and policies and all of that stuff. You can also use it for, like I'm using HR examples where you have to answer employees' question about your company's policy, all of that done by an AI agent. Yeah, so in the customer support agent, so my order arrived, okay, my order arrived damaged. What can I do? So immediately we get to receive the warranty policy of that product and the return policy immediately, automatically. So the AI agent is not just, when you go to ChatGPT now and you ask this question, ChatGPT cannot answer. It does not know your company. It does not know what you're talking about. It does not, it can only just give you generic responses. You can go and try it out. It give generic responses, but in a RAG, in a support customer support agent now. So it retrieves your company's warranty policy and the cost and the return policy. Yeah. So it's not answers that according, can you see that? According to the warranty policy, this is what you have to do. This is what you have to do. Yeah, yada yada yada, all of that stuff. Yeah. So at the end of it all, you have faster answers, consistent information, less repetitive work, and 24/7 availability. Can you see how the power of AI has literally transformed support agents, customer support agents? With that, your customers are happy to do business with you because they know that 24/7 you are responsive. Let's continue. Yeah, so let me now do a brief demo for you guys to actually see how it works. But can I have a thumbs up, like everybody giving thumbs up to show that we are following so far? All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Okay, so let's proceed. All right, let's proceed now. So let's see a live demo session of this. So I'm just going to share another screen. So share this tab instead. So can we see the screen? Can we see this new 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 screen, please? All right, all right, all right. Okay. So this is a typical example of a customer support agent that uses retrieval-augmented generation. So this agent was created with different knowledge base, with different it was created to answer questions about a particular company, a particular enterprise, a particular business called Nova Shops Products and Policies and Services. So your duty as the AI customer support, although you may not necessarily make your customers know that is an AI agent that is responding to them. Do you understand? So you have to make it very natural as possible because many people don't actually want to discuss with AI. They don't want to start venting to AI. They want to believe. You have to make them believe that is an actual agent, is an actual human. You get, is the actual human that they're actually discussing with. Yeah. So this is Nova Shop AI customer support. Yeah. With this is the knowledge base that it was given. This is the customers or the business, the business data it was given. So it was given the warranty policy, the shipping policy, the return policy, the product frequently asked questions, and the customer support policy. So it is not just answering questions based on generic answers, yeah, but it is answering based on these things. It's answering based on the knowledge. This is what I call knowledge base. It's answering based on the knowledge base. So you can add more knowledge base to it. You can add more things, more data to it. Yeah. You can. So I've just added some data to it. Yeah. And this is where customers get to ask their questions. This is where customers have to ask their questions now. So let's take the first question now. Okay. Okay. This one looks interesting. Yeah, so it is searching through the knowledge base. Can you see now? So the AI agent just responded now. It said delivery takes, okay, do you offer free delivery to Ghana? So delivery time and shipping fees depends on the order destination and selected services. Nova Shop's shipping policy covers the service label, delivery location, and field delivery processes. So it is not just answering. So this is where it actually got the answer from. Can you see? All of this is under the hood, actually. You don't have to show all of this. Normally, you don't have to show all of it. I'm just showing you how it actually generates this answer. This answer that you see here, this answer that you see here, the first thing was to receive the question, search the knowledge base. So this is the knowledge base. So it searched through the knowledge base and found that, okay, this is the information I have about shipping outside Nigeria, shipping policy, return policy. So it found it immediately. It found information relevant to that question and it answered it. This is the answer it gave us. This is the answer it gave us. So it is not just answering. If you go ask your ChatGPT, ChatGPT will just give you a generic answer, a generic response. But now we built an AI agent with knowledge, with brain, with data, and this is what it's giving us. This is what it's giving us. So you don't have to be back. You don't have to be at the back of the screen all the time answering the question. So how long does delivery take? Let's ask that one also. Say the AI assistant, how long does delivery take? Delivery times and shipping fees depends on the order and all of that, all of those questions. It just begins to like answer you. Okay, my headphone, this was the typical question I was asked earlier. This is just a demo. This is just a demo. Like I said, this is just a demo. So my headphone stopped working 20 days ago. So after 20 days, can I get a replacement? If the product is defective and falls within the warranty and replacement condition, Nova Shop may offer a replacement or repair. The relevant policy state that defective products may be eligible for replacement within stated warranty window. So the warranty window now, you can actually add it to your data, add it to this data here. You can add it, okay, this is the warranty with the 2 to 4, 3 days, 4 to 5 days. This immediately it will answer you. It will actually answer you and tell you that, okay, this is it. 20 days. If it has exceeded 20 days, you cannot replace, you cannot get a replacement. Do you understand me? So this is just a typical example of how retrieval-augmented generation works in the real world, in the industry, in the real world. How you can use this in any business that you have. You can use this in any business that you run. You can use this in any business that you run. So let's just continue. Let's just continue. So and as we continue, you can just note down your questions. Your questions will be responded to as we continue. So let's proceed. Let's proceed. Let me share my slide and continue. And if I'm moving too fast, please, I'm so sorry. I'm just trying to work with time here. Yeah. So the important part wasn't actually the answer. ChatGPT can give you a response. Claude can give you a response. Any AI assistant you find out there can actually give you a response. But the response that is given, is it context aware? Like, is it the right information? Is it the right information relevant to your business? That is where RAG comes in. So RAG grounds the AI response in your business information. In your business information. I remember, was it the last month that I purchased something? I didn't necessarily wanted to buy the stuff. I just saw the stuff on Instagram and I just checked out their website. And immediately I got a DM on WhatsApp, and it was not even it was not human that was even discussing with me now, but an AI agent that was discussing with me. I was like, oh, I saw that you looked at our product. I actually like I gave them my data, my phone number and the like. So I just got the DM like, okay, this is what we have, and this is what we have, and this is what I want. This all also, and the AI agent was able to respond to me not just in a generic way, but in a way that I felt that it as though it was human that was talking to me. It was a human that was talking to me because the response were not just generic Meta or Gemini answers, but was giving me relevant information about that business. Relevant information about that business. So let's continue. Let's proceed to the second part of, okay, let's just continue. Let's continue. So a good AI should not just should know where it does not know. So imagine I ask this AI agent now that do you know that no matter what you ask ChatGPT, it always have an answer. It always have an answer. It will always say something. And that is not actually very good in business. It's not actually very good because it could actually lie to you. It could actually lie to you that there was a particular question that a medical doctor asked ChatGPT, and it responded confidently, but it was a lie until she was like, you actually made them. She corrected the AI, like the AI assistant ChatGPT, and it was like, oh, that's true, that's true. I was like, someone could have died. Like someone could have, like you could have lost a customer by giving false response. Do you understand? So good AI should know when it does not know. So in this case now, whenever a particular information is not in your company's policy documents, in your company's database, in your company's whatever, wherever you are, in your company's vector database, it should be able to say, okay, I don't have the answer to this. I couldn't find information about free delivery to Ghana in company's knowledge database. And immediately it routes you to to a human employee that works in that company. It routes you to he or she. So instead of having to bombard the human with a lot of questions, the human only has to respond to important, few important questions. Few important questions, yeah? Few important questions. So RAG can actually reduce hallucination, but it does not necessarily eliminate. There are different ways of actually um, reducing hallucination. Hallucination generally means when your AI is fabricating responses that are not actually real. Yeah. So that's just the term that we use for that. So let's proceed. So what does this actually mean for your business? What does RAG actually mean? What does this customer agent actually mean for your, what is the use case for your business now? So if you're able to implement this in your business, it gives faster responses, repetitive tasks, less repetitive works, yeah, consistent answers, knowledge that scale, yeah. So you can literally change some of your policies and don't have to like you don't have to be having to follow up with all your employees to make sure they understand your change of policies. Yeah, yeah. So the knowledge has scaled 24/7 support. So AI can handle common questions outside working hours, even in the midnight. They actually answer common questions. Yeah. So RAG isn't the answer to all AI, to every AI's problem, actually. So the right AI solution starts with the business problems, yeah, not the technology, not the technology. So if you need business knowledge of business, like business knowledge, you need RAG, like Retrieval-Augmented Generation. When you're trying to get current external information, you use web search. This is when you implement tooling, like system actions and transactions, when you have to perform actions like refunding and all that stuff, refunding, like normal actions. You need tools and APIs. You get specific behavioral styles. You need fine tuning. Yeah, you don't need to know understand all of this. Yeah. So when you have to conduct complex autonomous workflows, then you need agents. You need AI agents. Also, let's proceed. Let's proceed. We're almost done. We're rounding off already. So could your business benefit from RAG? Yeah, so how could your business benefit from RAG? How do you know that your business is ready to use RAG? Number one, do you have a lot of business information? Do you have a lot of business information like your product documentation, your facts, your reports, your policies, your database? Do you have a lot of information that sometimes having to have all of those in your head can actually cause a problem? Do people repeatedly search for that information? Do people repeatedly actually have to search? Does the information change over time? obviously some information actually have to change, like pricings and the like. So does it change over time? You don't have to memorize all the change of information. Just give it to an AI agent, to the RAG. Give it to RAG, and it's going to sort it for you. So would faster access create business value? No, that is absolutely right. Which business does not benefit from faster responses, or which business benefit from delay? That is the right question. No business benefit from delay. So faster resolution, better experiences. So if your answer is yes for most of this, then you may have a RAG opportunity there waiting for you. So three things to remember. So three things to remember here. So your business already have valuable knowledge. So RAG connects that knowledge to AI at the moment it is needed. So the goal isn't AI for AI's sake. So the goal is to better access to information, better customer experiences, and better business outcomes. That's it. So we've come to the end of uh, we've come to the end, yeah, and I am very sure many of us have questions, and you have interest also. You've seen one or two ways you could actually make use of this in your business, or yeah, you've seen. So if you have questions, I will hand over now to Ade to continue. Yeah, thank you guys.
You.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Olamide. Thank you so much. So let's all appreciate Olamide with our emojis. You can drop a message in the chat to say thank you. Thank you for sharing the knowledge and enlightening us on how we can use RAG. So already we have a question in the chat. And if you have a question, please drop it in the chat so that it can be addressed. So Afis is asking that in building my RAG, after gathering my policies, how do I put it in a vault? How do I create a vault? So you can just maybe quickly run us through what to download, how to just go about it for someone who is not really tech savvy, but can manage to do a no code stuff on the laptop or their gadgets. So just briefly run us through which applications or how do we download some of these things, and how do we implement this so that we can start using it already. Thank you.
All right. That is a very good question. So, how do you actually create the vaults? Then how do you actually save data there? So, there are actually platforms that have this knowledge database, no code platforms like Microsoft Foundry. Or Microsoft Foundry gives you access to these vaults where you can it makes it actually very easy for you to upload the files there. Um, that is one way of using it. There's another way of actually having to build your vector database yourself. That is a custom way, which is the way I've actually been doing it here, where we have to like build and design the entire stuff ourselves. But if you are considering using this as a business owner right now, Microsoft Foundry is the go-to is the go-to platform, although you still need the help of an AI engineer there. Yeah. So I don't know if I'm sure you've answered your question now. So there are still no or low code platforms there. Microsoft Foundry is just the one I've mentioned. There are still some of them over there. So the vector database that I've mentioned, which is the Vault, there are different platforms that offers it like Quadrants. These are just technical parts of it, but Microsoft Foundry actually makes it better through the help of an AI engineer. Yeah. So, do we still have any other question?
Okay,
Yeah,
so
okay, hold on, please. I'm actually trying to make sure it is not this discussion is not so technical, although there are still some technicalities about it, which is one of the things you asked now. We are trying to make it not so technical. Probably we still have a deep dive into some technical intricacies of applying this to your business. Yeah.
Yes. So probably for our next session, we can do a basically like practical session where we see how you're gonna
Okay.
install or download something where you
Yeah.
probably if you can put in your details and all that. So Afiz has a follow-up question. So
All right.
all the things you're mentioning probably okay, God's favor has already responded. Microsoft Foundry. So God's favor also has a question in the chat um about the security best practices for enterprise AI RAG applications.
Okay. Oh, that's a very interesting question. So, the security best practices for enterprise AI RAG applications. One of the things you have to notice is that it is literally GIGO, like garbage in, garbage out. Garbage in, garbage out. If your the data you are feeding your AI agent is corrupted, is corrupted, it will actually affect the output of the AI agents. And if you are trying to make sure the response from your AI agent or from your AI RAG application is coherent and harmless, safe for users, there are still some guardrails that you can put in place. There are some guardrails you can put in place to make sure um, the output is coherent and safe and is without bias. There's something they call guardrails. There's something they call guardrails and system prompt also. System prompt also has a way of managing the response from your AI agent because we have some people that brings in malicious question in a way to like get certain information. And one of the things you can also put there is role-based access to your data. You don't have to this is for an enterprise now. Role-based access to data. There are certain data that your AI agent shouldn't have access to. There are certain data that your AI agent shouldn't have access to because it is client facing. I'm sure you understand what I'm trying to say. um, an AI RAG application that is responding to clients now, that is client facing now, should only have access to publicly available data, not or enterprise sensitive data. Because whatever data you actually make available to it, that you gives it permission to use, it uses everything. It does not know the difference between I'm not meant to use this or I'm meant to use this. So role-based access to data is very important. Role-based access to data is very important. And also tighten, something they call prompt tightening. You have to tighten the prompt, like in building the agents now that actually responds to your that makes use of this agent, that makes use of this data. In building that agent, you have to make sure the system prompt now is talking about when you are creating the personality is very tight in not in such a way that it does not respond in certain way that can be malicious or filled with biases. Probably in our next list, I'm going to show you things like I'm going to show you the practical because security actually is a very big issue when using RAG. Is a very big issue. So role-based access to data is important, and prompt handling also is also important also. So yeah, and one other thing also you can use is human in the loop. Yeah, human in the loop. When an AI agent, when a customer agent is trying to respond to a particular answer where they don't have full when they don't have full like when they don't have full relevant information about that answer, about that question in the knowledge base, you could actually put in some things that it actually reaches out to and to a human to attempt to that question. That is also a security practice. When the confidence score of answering a particular question is very low, route the question to a user, to a human. That is also a security practice. So I've mentioned three now: role-based access to data, um, prompt hardening, and also the one I just mentioned now. What did I just mention now again? I just mentioned that. Okay, human in the loop, adding human in the loop also. Yeah. So yeah, so that is it.
Yeah, thank you so much, Olamide.
Yeah.
So do we have any more questions? While we wait for the questions in the chat. Okay, so let me just give a brief announcement. So in case you're looking for opportunities or you're looking to hire great talents like Olamide, you can join the Wokkah platform. So it is free to sign up. So you can just sign up. I'm sending the link right now. So sign up. You can, tell us, look at the platform, tell us about yourself. You can upload your CVs, put in your skills, and you can also share with your friends, share with your colleagues, share with business associates for those who might need this kind of service. Kindly do that. Avail yourself of the opportunity. So again, I want to say big thank you to Olamide for sharing with us. I'm sure that this is just like scratching the surface. A lot of people have like questions because we really need to know how to move forward with this and use it for our businesses to thrive. So once again, thank you. I want everyone on the call to say big thank you. Let's appreciate Olamide for his time by using our emojis to clap, put in your messages in the chat box to appreciate him for his contribution this evening. Thank you so much, Olamide, once again. So for further information, we're going to be putting it on our WhatsApp, in the WhatsApp community. So for those who are not in the community, just give us a minute. Elijah, could you please share the link to the WhatsApp community? Let me see if I can do that. And then as we round up, I want to say a big thank you to everyone on the call for your time. Uchenna, Mohammed, Oluwaseun, Leon, Titilayo, thank you. God's favor. Afiz, Christy, thank you. Mary, thank you, thank you. If I've omitted your name, Chisom's not helper. Chisom, thank you. If I've omitted your name, apologies, but I've quite a number. So thank you so much, everyone, for your time. I'm going to put in the link right about now while Elijah entertains us with some music. Thank you.